All right, now we'll just look at 3 different entries from outside passing to the under the legs. Okay, so one is the throw by, particularly more common in the gi. We basically want to like turn our opponent's hips away like this. This is a great one. You know, anytime you've got a grip on the outside of the leg, they're often gripping, and you manage to strip a grip, we can now throw a leg to the side. I expect Aaron, because I'm going to try and run around first to try to pass, I expect him to invert out. And you'll notice when he does that, his hips have to lift to some degree. Okay, so I'm just waiting to drop my chest underneath his lower back, keep him stacked, and now in the stacked position. So again, we throw the leg to the side, run to the side, keep them stacked as we drop our chest underneath their back, and then we're looking for a single underhook from there. It's reasonably common, for example, in north-south passing, that we end up trying to go back to a leg drag. Okay, so we can step outside the legs and try to leg drag here like this. Okay. So that's usually like, if you check the north-south passing course, we're here. I'll usually step across, and then I'm in this position here, trying to drag him across to a leg drag. If he really fights that, he's opening his hips out, I'll begin to turn him away, and then I get a chance to come underneath for a single underhook. Okay, so he's kind of in a dilemma here. If he allows his hips to pull in, I get a good leg drag. I can start doing a leg drag. He fights that, really fights that. I begin to use my leg and chest to turn him away. My hand goes underneath. Stay open. I'm in a single underhook, pretty deep towards the pass. Lastly, we can get under the legs off a K-guard entry. It is very difficult. It is very tight. Like now, super difficult to get under this leg. Okay, but if you anticipate the K-guard, okay, and you start to, as his leg goes across, you can scoop under, and then I'm just going to stay tight against this other leg here. I don't want this leg to be able to go over my head. He's trying to swing that over. Can't. Okay. I begin to stack, and I can lift that knee up. This leg that's going to K-guard, I want to be under. I want to be trying to lift this up. Okay. But if I'm doing that and he gets this leg free, he's going to start to kick and get his knee underneath. Okay. So whilst I'm doing that, I want to be staying tight to this leg. He's trying to get that leg in place. Right. If he starts swinging it, I'll start stacking him, and I'm lifting the knee up here. If he doesn't swing it, then I'm going to be using my leg and my arm to try to open this up. Anyway, so scooping upwards on the K-guard leg. So we can also use a near side knee through to enter under the legs. So basically anytime I can start to jam this knee in, I want to be trying to get ideally I get my chest, so I'm leading with my right leg. Okay, so near side knee through. I'm trying to get my chest inside the knee. Okay. Now, if I do this well, he's feeling that there's a gap here where I'm trying to come in to pass. Right, he might try to swing his foot back over to try to recover. Okay. But in doing so, he's going to give me access underneath to an under legs pass. You can also try to just force, like once your chest here, sometimes you feel like ideally my chest's in and I actually come straight into half guard. Okay. But sometimes it's too tight that I've got my chest in, but I can't get my arm in, but I might be able to scoop under the leg, lift that up, and now I'm in basically the Miragaya position here like this. I can attach, do all the passes from there. Okay. So again, we're going in like near side knee through, chest in front of the leg, pressuring that chest, scooping underneath, and lifting up to the Miragaya. Once on this side, okay, so we're here, chest begins to work, scoop, and here we are. This can also occur from collar sleeve, right? Pretty good way. If we can clear their foot from the hip, I use my knee to clear the foot, I start coming forward, I drop my elbow, and here we are, Miragaya position. Last thing I want to talk about entries wise is really just not going for under the legs passing, but using the threat of under the legs passing to set up other passes. Okay, so probably two things I'll talk about. First one is just getting access to their hips, and the second one is going to be trying to deal with a knee shield. So basically, if I'm trying to work under the legs a lot, and Aaron he recognizes that, then he's going to start keeping his knees a bit further from the chest. It's now harder to get under the legs here, but now that the knees are further from the chest, he's giving me more access to something like a tight waist, right? Or even just a grip in front of the hip. Generally, I want this space here between his knee and his torso here. I want that open and through the legs and around the legs passes. So might be trying to set up an under the legs pass. He opens up a bit. Okay, look now, I've got my camping position, a good frame inside his hip here. So now his high pummel's somewhat blocked by getting my arm in here, which might not have been available had he been like this here. I can't actually frame that hip. So just the threat of going under can often give me access there. Similar on the bottom side, if he's got his leg high, might be hard to come in to pass here, right? So I start looking under, he starts to extend. Okay, now that's open, I can keep it open, begin trying to pass on this side. So it gives me access in front of the hips. A lot of the time you'll go under the legs, they'll extend, you'll keep your shoulder there, you swim your hand in. This gives you access to the torso as well. Second thing to talk about is a knee shield, which will, if he goes knee shield, again can give me access to the hips, not quite as good. Like I won't be inside, like you'll still have a knee shield, but this is still often very good. Right? Usually the high knee shield is a real bother for passing. I can't control his hip at all. If I try to go under, he's forced to do a low knee shield. My chest can kill the leg. I can now take a tight waist like this. Even though there's a knee shield, there's a lot of pressure passing that can go on here. And if the knee shield's bothering you as well, we can start now letting go, grabbing the ankle, and moving around the legs to the outside. Okay, this is a pretty common one. So if you go under the legs, they come in. You can back out, grab this leg, and start to move around to the other side. All right, so this last section now, I'm just going through each individual position and just a quick overview. How do we get there? And how do you transition between the different types of under the legs passes? So how do they all link together? Okay, so single underhook is